been given a clean slate when it comes to putting our brackets together again. And I don't know about you guys, but here's something I did this time around. I felt I kept it pretty safe looking at the groups. And I was almost like a bookie's choice type picks. Knowing that there would be a surprise, I decided not to decide who the surprise would be. I was lazy, I'll admit it. This time around, I've changed things up a bit. Have you,
All
Luis?
Right. Definitely. You have to root for chaos because chaos is what we've seen already. I definitely have some picks in my brackets that are going to be a little chaotic. Will it be true? I doubt it because I've been wrong a bunch of times. Kay, you and I were talking about how we like to gloat about our original bracket predictions, but the second part of that bracket, we don't like to talk about it that much. But I do definitely feel that because of what we've seen, the evidence is there. There's going to be some shocking results in the round of 16. I really do believe that.
Okay, so let's go through Rob's then. Rob, talk us through your bracket, the changes you may have made from your original one and why you've made these picks.
I mean, I've gone safe, which is ridiculous given that I've been at Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Japan, and South Korea.
That's like my original. That's almost my, that's pretty safe.
I mean, USA, Netherlands, obviously people are thinking hard about this, but that's not that much of a safe pick.
I think
no, that's not so safe actually.
Yeah. I think the Netherlands are a great match for I think that the Netherlands suit the USA better than Senegal or Ecuador would have done, given that the way they play. I know it looks on paper, you're playing a European heavyweight and, you probably don't want to do that in the knockout rounds. I think in terms of style and whether the US are going to get through that, I think that suits them better than Ecuador or Senegal. I think, deep down, they'll be quite happy with that. So that's why I've got USA to go through. I mean, the other ones, Japan, Croatia, I think is very tight.
And that's not a safe pick, Rob. I think picking
Japan.
Actually,
you know what? I looked at the wrong side of the bracket, Rob.
I mean, I think Japan. I watched Croatia against Canada, and Canada started that game with such energy, and they blitzed Croatia for about 20 minutes, and Croatia couldn't cope. And when I watched Japan play, well, yeah, but let's forget about that. We're not talking about that. Focus on the first bit. And then Japan, they play with such energy, and I don't think it's a coincidence that in the two games that they've won, Germany and Spain, they've scored 2 goals very, very quickly because the Germany and Spain just haven't been able to cope with the relentlessness of the pressure. And I don't think Croatia, especially with some of the aging legs they've got in that team, I don't think they'll be able to cope with that, or at least that's what I'm hoping, obviously. Other than that, I think it's fairly straightforward. The one that I don't particularly fancy that I've got, I don't particularly fancy England.
Yeah.
Right.
Senegal are great at penalties.
Boy,
they won the AFCON.
There's going to be a theme here.
Penalties.
Yeah, there's going to be a theme here. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. No, let's go. So let's get yours then, LME.
All right.
So, sorry, go on, Rob.
Yeah, well, no, Rob, and then it goes. I think it's Brazil. I mean, I think a few people have got Brazil to win. I just think Brazil. You mentioned it already in the show. Brazil's strength in depth is incredible. They've made 9 changes today, and it's still a team that would probably get to the quarterfinals of the competition if they were playing on their own. So, I just think that will tell, and in the end, that will be the big decider.
That's why I said there's a theme here, Kay. Let's go to mine to say what Rob was talking about. I have Brazil, England. By the way, that prediction for the final hasn't changed for me. Yes, I know.
What?
Like Kay and Rob are like rolling their eyes.
But you can tell he's not English.
So you've got Netherlands, Argentina, Croatia, Brazil, Poland, England, and Morocco, Portugal in the quarters. Poland to beat France.
I went with a lot of chaos, Kay Murray. I told you that. And remember,
they're not going to cause any chaos if they don't move.
What have we seen in the past week and a half? A lot of chaos. I had to pick. I was like you, Kay, when we were picking this. It's like, am I going to go boring? No, I need to go crazy here. I want to see Morocco beat Spain. I want that to happen. Will it happen? I don't know. But I'm going to select it anyway. Yes, England, I know. Listen, I was born and raised there too. I'm Peruvian, but I understand the pessimism, but I just have to keep believing that this is going to happen. But ultimately, I think Brazil are just too deep. That's my issue. France, Poland, I'm going back on my France are all or nothing situation. And I feel that they haven't shown me that enough to suggest that they're going to go all the way to the final. So I went with Poland. I know I'm probably going to be horrifically wrong, but if you're going to go diving down 200 miles an hour of a cliff, you better just go all out. And that's exactly what I did.
But you stuck with your same final. Is it your same winner?
Yeah. Yes,
right.
Brazil, definitely. What about
okay.
UK? Show me your bracket.
I'll show you mine. Actually, we have one of the same picks. I love Spain, as you know. I lived there for a long time, but I can't go against this Morocco side.
See,
so I
you
had
so
to
much
put them
trouble, and you picked Morocco yourself.
No, that's not what I was giving you heat for, though. I was giving you heat for Poland.
Yeah, I know that was bad. Rob, what do you think of Cape
I think that's not a bad shout, Morocco. I watched Spain against. I've picked Spain, obviously, but I watched Spain against Japan, and when they needed a goal, when they thought they were going out, they couldn't do it, and they kept the ball, and they passed, but there was no threat. And I think Morocco, heading into the last 16 with the momentum that they do, that I'm not sure that would be obviously it would be a surprise, but in terms of how this tournament has gone, I can see that.
And by the way, Morocco are no joke. Not even in this tournament. Like, they have shown it in previous tournaments and matches that they are a good team. Hakim Ziyech is one of the best players in the tournament right now, and it's not even just
the top group with Croatia in. They let in one goal, and also to add to Rob's point, that did also come into play as well. You can have all the possession, but if you're not going to put the ball in the net, that's a problem. And then they're getting cut open so easily as well and conceding. And I don't think, like, when you're coming up against a side as well who have been defensively strong like Morocco, I don't know how that's going to go their way. But then again, it is Luis Enrique Spain. You just don't know what you're going to get from them, as we saw in the Euros. My other big one that it took a long time, but after hearing Vincent talk today, I really obviously want to see the US go through against the Netherlands. And after hearing him today, I am actually even more confident in this pick now. I feel as though the Dutch are a little bit scared of this confident USA side, but I think that the road ends there for them. It is my original final, though, Brazil against France, and it is my original winner in Brazil.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.